8 minutes here at Hanover Raceway for race 1, 8 minutes. We have a correction and an additional equipment change here. If you go to race 6 in your program, number 8 Sports Hunter has an equipment change going from blinkers to a telescopic bridle. Race 6 at Hanover, number 8 Sports Hunter going from blinkers to a telescopic bridle. And if you go to your 8th race, race 8, number 8, he's a handyman. There is no equipment change. Race 8, number 8, he's a handyman, does not have an equipment change this afternoon. There's a look at Tony Elliott's pick 5 for the guarantee 1,000 here at Hanover. Starting off with a double in the first race, 6 and 8, Laura's Crush, and left on red. Picks up 2 as well in the second, Small Town Road and Ram. His single in the third to Ace 44 Lady for Daryl Thiessen. Then doubles in the fourth and fifth with Dandy Showtime and Adore Him on to Black Creek Rosebud and Diamonds or Twine. Guaranteed $1,000 pick 5 coming up in 6 minutes. And a look at my pick 5 selection. Same 6-8 in the first race. 2-4-7 in the trot, race 2. Small Town Road Ram and Charmbo Cash. On to race 3, 3 and 5, Ace 44 Lady and Up Front BB. The 1 and 4 in the fourth race. Dandy Showtime and Adore Him. And then on to 2-4, Watch Her Fly and Diamonds or Twine in race 5. Just $9.60 to play that pick 5 on a 20-cent ticket. Guaranteed pool at $1,000. Your pick 5 in 5 minutes. Just a few minutes to post time here at Hanover for race one, that $1,000 guaranteed. Pick 5 on parade 1 Brookdale, Charlotte, owned by Ken Fritsch, James Wilson, and Rick Carrier. Ken Fritsch, the trainer, driver, Travis Henry. Number 2, Side Bet, owned and trained by Teresa Stokes, driver, Paul McKenzie. Opening up is the current 6-5, now 8-5 favorite. There's number 3, Lil Mo Problems. On my Mary Christopher and Kevin Bodds. Kevin Bodds, the trainer, driver, he is Jason Ryan. Kicking Princess, the 4, bred, owned, trained, and will be driven by Terry Fritz. 5 is Axel Bovino, owned by Glenview Livestock, trainer Pat Bissett, driver Jay Harris. 6, Laura's Crush, owned and trained by Alan Shelton, driver Ryan Holiday. 7 is Perfect Juno, owned and trained by John Braid, driver Brody LaCane. Trailing spot number 8, Left on Red. Bred, owned, and trained by Chris Haskell, driver Daryl Thiessen. Field of 8, race 1. It's the pick 5, guarantee pool of $1,000. Just a couple of minutes to post time for the first here at Hanover. Two minutes, race 1. Less than a minute. And the starters called the field for the first race here at Hanover this afternoon. Rail out number 1, Brookdale Charlotte, Travis Henry. Then side bet, Paul McKenzie, Lil Mo Problems, Jason Ryan. 4, Kicking Princess, Terry Fritz. 5, Axel Bovino, Jay Harris. Then Laura's Crush, Ryan Holiday. Outside Perfect Juno, Brody LeCain. Trailer number 8, Left on Red for Daryl Thiessen. Field of 8. Non-winners of 8,000 life. They go the mile for $4,600, and it is post time for the first. It's the Dom Construction starting gate. Brings them into the stretch, and here they come. They're up and pacing Axel Bovino and side bet leaving out. Brookdale Charlotte down along the inside, 3 across to that first turn. Out in the center, Jay Harris hustles Axel Bovino to the front. And getting away second, side bet, Brookdale Charlotte early in third. Left on Red followed through that one from fourth. Ducked in to be fifth as they move to the opening quarter is Kicking Princess. Then we're back to Laura's Crush, Lil Mo Problems, and Perfect Juno. The opening quarter paced in 28 and 2/5 to the far turn. Axel Bovino is up front by 2. Side bet from second, then a 4-length gap. Brookdale Charlotte at even money sits in third. Left on Red is fourth, and then another couple lengths back fifth is Kicking Princess. They're off the turn by the half. Axel Bovino. Jay Harris continues to slice this one out. 58 and 2, and even 32nd. Second quarter for Axel Bovino. Side bet closed up now in the pocket. Left on Red. First up outside from third. Brookdale Charlotte fourth. From fifth, Kicking Princess. Then Laura's Crush, Perfect Juno, and Lil Mo Problems. Towards 3/4, Axel Bovino still up front, a length the best. Outside, left on Red. Pocket sitter, side bet, 128 and 3. Brookdale Charlotte off the pylons from fourth. Kicking Princess closing up ground from fifth. On that bottom turn, Axel Bovino outside, left on Red. 3 wide comes Brookdale Charlotte. Then side bet, Kicking Princess between them. Axel Bovino left on Red and side bet, but Axel Bovino and left on Red. Axel Bovino closes it out. Left on Red second. Looked like Brookdale Charlotte got up third. 2 minutes, 3/5. In the first here at Hanover, 5, Axel Bovino the winner. Second 8, left on Red. Third 1, Brookdale Charlotte. 2, side bet fourth. 5, 8, 1, 2, the mile. 2 minutes, 3/5. Now returning in front of the grandstand, race 1 winner, 5 Axel Bovino, a bay 4-year-old gelded son of Shadow Play from the Camlock mare Keystone Mystique. Bred and owned by Glenview Livestock Limited of Ingersoll, trainer Pat Bissett, driver Jay Harris. Axel Bovino's first win, 10 starts this year, 2 minutes and 3/5. At the mutuals, Axel Bovino, $9.80, $5.40, $3. 8 left on red, $4.50, $3. 1 Brookdale Charlotte, $2.40. $2 exactor, $39.30. Dollar triactor, $63 even. And a dollar superfecta, $337.40. There's the rundown for the first race at Hanover. Brookdale Charlotte third. Side bet fourth. Lomo Problems eighth. Kicking Princess fifth. Axel Bovino the winner. Laura's Crush sixth. Perfect Juno seventh. Left on red second. Quarter 28 and 2. Half 58 and 2. 3/4 128 and 3. The mile 2 minutes and 3/5. Up next is this afternoon's second race, race 2. 8-horse field of trotters. Couple of program notes. Number 4, Ram, did qualify here May 31st with trotting hobbles and will wear trotting hobbles this afternoon. That's the 4, Ram, qualified with trotting hobbles May 31st and will race with hobbles today. On the 7 Charmbowl Cash, a shoeing change going from steel to flip-flops up front. 8 minutes to post time.
Me? I'm the envy of all clubs. The club other clubs want to be. The club that lets you earn and redeem at any of our 14 casinos across Ontario. That rewards you with tastier nights, more relaxing weekends, sunnier vacations, and more winning moments. The club that lets you go bigger and live better. Reward life with My Club Rewards, only at Gateway Casinos.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for coming to Hanover Raceway on this beautiful sunny day. Our sponsor today is Formosa Springs Brewery, and we have gone through our first 100 programs. We have 2 draws for them today, and our first winner is Ken Bennett. If you can go to the program booth, please, and get your prize, that would be fantastic. Also in your program, in the second page, there is a ballot for birthdays or anniversaries. If you want to fill that out, put it in the box, and we will do the draw after the 6th race for that, and that is for a Cravings gift card. We also have a box over by the program booth for Prance. It's a great organization. If you go to the program booth and make a donation, Kaylee will give you a ballot. You put it in the box. The winner will be drawn when Prance is here on July 19th, and they will also be doing a 50-50 draw that day as well. This year we have a second bar upstairs, so if you're up there, you don't have to come downstairs anymore. The bar's through these doors here. There's pop and water as well, and Chloe's working that bar today, and downstairs is Paige, so make sure you say hi to her and smile. We also have downstairs at the bar tender pizza. It's $4 for the slices. We also have with us today here is the Saugeen Hospice. They are doing 2 draws on July 7th. The tickets are $10 each, and they are for garden sheds. So if you go and see the ladies there and buy your tickets, they have the pictures of what the sheds look like. And again, their draw is on July 7th. Thank you.
Second race here at Hanover, the Trotters have paraded. And we'll do our best to pick them up for you here for this second race. Field of 8 Trotters. There's a look at one, Rocky Bambina. Owned by Christina Soundy and Gary McDonald. Gary McDonald, trainer, driver is Paul McKenzie. Number 2, Small Town Road. Owned by Matt and Roy Trelford. Matt Trelford, the trainer, driver Travis Henry. Banking on Houdini, the 3, owned by Morley Bosworth and John Holding. John Holding, trainer, driver Daryl Thiessen. There's a look at 4, Ram scoring down, owned by Lormer McClure and Martin Kipfer. Lormer McClure trains and drives. There's a look at 5, Muscle Charm, owned by Bill Pendleton and Ted Knight. Ted Knight, the trainer, Jason Ryan driving. 6, Charmbo Chip, owned by Jack Ryer, trainer Jane Walker, driver Louis Gregg. And 7 is Charmbo Cash, also owned by Jack Ryer, trainer Jane Walker, driver Tom Smith. And complete the field, number 8, Non-Compliant. Owned and trained by Natalie Baumlisberger, driver Nello Guglielmi. Field of 8 Trotters, second race, just a couple of minutes to post time. Just 8 races here the first couple days, Saturday, Sunday. Looks good, yeah. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Race 2. Second race, scoring is complete and gate is rolling. 1 Rocky Bambina, Paul McKenzie. Small Town Road, Travis Henry, banking on Houdini, Daryl Thiessen. Ram and Lormer McClure, Muscle Charm, Jason Ryan. Charmbo Chip, Louis Gregg, outside. Charmbo Cash, Tom Smith. Trailer Non-Compliant, Nello Guglielmi. Field of 8. Now winners of $6,000 or one race. Purse of $4,400. It is post time. Race 2. Second race. Trotters off the turn into the stretch, and here they come. They're off, all trotting, banking on Houdini, leaves out alongside of Muscle Charm. Charmbo Chip from the far outside, leaving into that first turn. Ram settles away fourth. Charmbo Chip has now gone off stride. Rocky Bambina will take over fourth. Inside from fifth, Small Town Road. Charmbo Cash outside sixth, non-compliant seventh. Charmbo Chip is there in eighth. Off the turn to that opening quarter, Daryl Thiessen banking on Houdini. He made front 30 seconds flat. He's up front by 2. Muscle Charm trots from second. Ram looks at it third. Rocky Bambina continues fourth. Small Town Road from fifth. Then sixth, the non-compliant. Charmbo Cash has taken a seat seventh, and back down is Charmbo Chip. Off the turn to the half, it's banking on Houdini by 3 lengths. Muscle Charm trots second. Ram right there in third. Rocky Bambina fourth. They're by the half in 102 and 3/5. 102 and 3. Banking on Houdini is up front. Gap widening now to 4 or 5 lengths for banking on Houdini. Muscle Charm. Ram is up off the pylons from third. Rocky Bambina fourth. Small Town Road is underway from fifth. Then Charmbo Cash non-compliant. And they move by 3/4, banking on Houdini. 132 and 4. He is up front by 6, banking on Houdini. Ram trying to close up from second. Small Town Road is taken over third. In between them, Rocky Bambina, widest of all, Charmbo Cash, but banking on Houdini tries to disappear in this field, and he will do that. Daryl Thiessen banking on Houdini. 4 lengths the best. Ram second, Small Town Road third, Rocky Bambina fourth, 203 and 4. Race 2, unofficial 3, banking on Houdini the winner. 4 Ram second, 2 Small Town Road third, 1 Rocky Bambina fourth, 3-4, 2-1 the mile, 203 and 4. Now returning in front of the grandstand, winner this afternoon's second race, number 3, Banking on Houdini, a 3-year-old gelded son of the bank. Go to the majestic Sun Mare, Levex Easter Gem. Owned by Morley Bosworth of Elora, John Holding of Kitchener. John does the training. Daryl Thiessen in the bike for the victory. Banking on Houdini, that's his second win in 18 starts. The mile, 2:03 and 4. There's the mutuals. The Banking on Houdini, 520, 410, 240. 4 Ram, 350, 210, and 2 Small Town Road, 240 to show. $2 Exactor, 28.70. $1 Triactor, 41.20. $1 Superfecta, $226.75. And the 5-3 Daily Double, $30.10. There's the rundown second race. Rocky Bambina 4th. Small Town Road 3rd. Banking on Houdini the winner. Ram was 2nd. Muscle Charm 5th. Charmbo Chip 8th. Charmbo Cash 6th. Non-compliant 7th. Quarter 30 seconds. Half and 1:02 and 3. 3/4 1:32 and 4. The mile 2:03 and 4/5. Up next, this afternoon's third race. There are no changes. Short field of 6 for the upcoming third, just 4 minutes to post time.
This place doesn't require an airplane to get to. This place also doesn't tell your secrets.
This place breathes excitement. Why just visit when you could live it? This place is Hanover, Ontario, Canada.
With the call of the post, Pacers for this afternoon's third race, making their way on to the track. Number 1 is Gearson. Bred, owned, and trained by Gary Kingshot of Durham, driver Travis Henry. T. Toddler Dots, the 2, owned and trained by Janice McEachern, your driver Jay Harris. 3 is Ace 44 Lady, owned by Ken and Clayton Fritch, James Wilson and Rick Carrier, Ken Fritch, the trainer, driver Daryl Thiessen. 4 is Kojak, owned by Heather Young and Don Bowman. Heather Young trainer, it's Paul McKenzie to drive. Up front, BB's the 5, owned by Dave and Ben Holiday. Dave Holiday trainer, driver Ryan Holiday. And number 6, Better Than Crush, owned by Shelley and Jane Kerr. Dennis Kerr, the trainer, driver Louis Gregg. 6-horse field of Pacers, third race, just a couple of minutes now to post time. Current 3-5 favorite is the 3 Ace 44 Lady. 2 minutes, race 3. Less than a minute. It is rolling for this afternoon's third race. Rail out 1 Gearson, Travis Henry. And T Toddler Dot, Jay Harris. Ace 44 Lady, Daryl Thiessen. 4 is Kojak, Paul McKenzie. 5 up front, BB, Ryan Holiday. 6 better than Crush, Lewis Craig. Field of 6, non-winners of 18,000 life. They go the mile, purse $5,000. It is post time, race 3. Third race, into the stretch, and here they come. They're up and pacing Gearson and T Toddler Dot leaving out together. Ace 44 Lady will take a tuck towards the pylons from third. Up front, BB away fourth. Better from fifth. Moving up now is Kojak, and Better Than Crush will take a seat in sixth. But off the turn of the opening quarter, Gearson and Travis Henry is situated up front. T Toddler Dot looks at it second. Ace 44 Lady from third as they tap the brakes up front. Then fourth, up front, BB, opening quarter, 29-1. Kojak looks at it fifth. Better Than Crush continues in sixth. Single file on the bottom turn. In behind, 3-1 shot, Gearson and Travis Henry. T Toddler Dot second. Ace 44 Lady considering that move to the outside from third. Here comes Thiessen as he pulls on the right line. Up front, BB is fourth. Kojak trying to catch the cover fifth. They're by the half in 101. A breather up front for Gearson. Outside now, Ace 44 Lady second. Continuing third, T Toddler Dot. Kojak has moved up fourth. Up front, BB and Better Than Crush. Towards three quarters, it is Gearson. Pressure from Ace 44 Lady in the outside. T Toddler Dot right there, locked up in the pocket third. Considering three wide, Kojak from fourth. 129-4 on the three quarters. Gearson up front. T Toddler Dot, Ace 44 Lady, three wide comes Kojak. No room at the end for up front BB, and they turn down the lane. Gearson outside, Ace 44 Lady still digging. Gearson, Ace 44 Lady and Gearson. Looked like Gearson held on. Ace 44 Lady second. Kojak third. 159 and 4. Third race, unofficial, 1 Gearson the winner. Second, 3 Ace 44 Lady. Third, 4 Kojak. 2 T Toddler Dot. Fourth, 1-3-4-2. And returning back in front of us, third race winner, 1 Gearson, a 5-year-old horse by Better Than Cheddar. From the Grin from Ear to Ear mare, Changing Gears. Breeder, owner, trainers, Gary Kingshot, Travis Henry in the bike for the victory. Gearson, second win in 9 outings, and back-to-back here at Hanover. Gets the job done today, 159 and 4. New life mark for Gearson in the third. There's the mutuals. Gearson 840, 340, 240. 3 Ace 44 Lady, 250, 210. 4 Kojak, 240. $2 exactors, 1780. $1 triactor, 41.45. And a dollar superfecta, 69.60. There's the rundown. Third race, Gearson, the race winner. T. Toddler Dot fourth, Ace 44 Lady second. Kojak third, up front BB fifth, Better Than Crush sixth. Quarter 29 and 1. Half in 101. Three quarters 129 and 4. The mile 159 and 4. Up next this afternoon's fourth race. In race 4, driver change on the 4, Adore Him to Ryan Holiday. Ryan Holiday to drive 4, Adore Him in this upcoming fourth. And we do have a late scratch in this afternoon's sixth race. Turning over to race 6, scratch number 8, Sports Hunter, is Yvette Lane. Race 6, late scratch of number 8, Sports Hunter. Fourth race, Pacers making their way on to the track. Number 1, Dandy Showtime. Owned, trained, and driven by Nello Guglielmi. Two, Dr. Grenfell. Owned by Milton Young. Trainer Laura Ireland. Driver Daryl Thiessen. 3, Dapper Fella. Owned by Ben Hollingsworth. Michael Goldberg. Ben Hollingsworth training. Driving Jason Ryan. Number 4 is Adore Him. Owned by Robert Blake. Kurt Blake, the trainer. It's Ryan Holiday to drive. 5 Island Attitude, owned by Don Schuldeis, trainer Chris Haskell, driver Jay Harris. Next on parade, we'll have 7 Full Credit, owned by Jane Walker and Tom Smith. Jane Walker training, Tom Smith does the driving. Words Escape Me, the 8, owned by Colonel Schneider and Brenda Schneider. Cassidy Schneider training, driver Travis Henry. And just exiting the paddock now is the 6 Bravado Sealster. Owner-trainer Christina Soundy, the driver will be Paul McKenzie. There's a field of 8 for this afternoon's 4th race, just a few minutes to post time. Two minutes. And the Dom Construction starting gate is into position. Gates open. 4th race, moving up, rail out, 1 Dandy Showtime, Nello Guglielmi. Then Dr. Grenfell, Daryl Thiessen, Dapper Fella, Jason Ryan. Adore Him for Ryan Holiday, 2-5 favorite. Island Attitude, Jay Harris. Bravado Sealster, Paul McKenzie. Outside, Full Credit, Tom Smith. Trailer Words Escape Me for Travis Henry. Field of 8, non-winners of 1,500. Last 3, they go the mile for $4,200. It's post time for the 4th. Race 4, gates into the stretch. Here they come. They're up and pacing. Dandy Showtime and Dapper Fella leaving out. To that first turn from the outside, away third, that is Adore Him. Dr. Grenfell looks at it early from 4th. Words Escape Me will get away from 5th. Then 6th is Island Attitude. From 7th, Bravado Sealster. And Full Credit is the early trailer in 8. It's a battle up front. Dandy Showtime with a rail. Dapper Fella does not want the 2-hole, and they will buzz by the opening quarter. 27 seconds flat. And Jason Ryan, Dapper Fella, he drove hard to get to the front. Dandy Showtime yielded now, looks at it from second. A gap back in third to Adore Him, and then another 6 lengths back to Dr. Grenfell, who looks at it from fourth. Words Escape Me continues 5th. Island Attitude 6th. Then Bravado Sealster and Full Credit. Half in a lively 56 and 4. Dapper Fella is up front. Dandy Showtime from second. Adore Hymns was enjoying that battle, and he closes up the gap from third. Island Attitude underway outside fourth. From 5th is Dr. Grenfell towards 3/4. Dapper Fella. Dandy Showtime retakes out of the pocket. Adore Him trying to close from third. 26 and 2, far turn. Still Dapper Fella. Dandy Showtime sticks a nose in front. Adore Him is right on his helmet. Dr. Grenfell still fourth. May turn down the lane. Dandy Showtime takes over. Adore Him and Dapper Fella. But Dandy Showtime. Nello Guglielmi, the best. Adore Him second. Dapper Fella third. That was Cozy fourth. Looked like Bravado Sealster. 157 and 2. Fourth race, 1 Dandy Showtime the winner. Second, 4 Adore Him. Third, 3 Dapper Fella. 6 Bravado Sealster fourth. 1-4-3-6, mile 157 and 2. Now returning in front of the grandstand, your fourth race winner, 1 Dandy Showtime, a 5-year-old daughter of World of Rock and Roll. Owned, trained, and driven by Nello Guglielmi from Langton. Dandy Showtime, second win, 13 outings this year, 157 and 2. Dandy Showtime in the fourth. At the Mutuals, Dandy Showtime returning $9.20, $3, 210. Second, four, Adore Him, $270, 210. Third, three, Dapper Fella, 210 to show. $2 Exactor, $19 even. $1 Triactor, $15.40. $1 Superfecta, $134.40. There's the rundown from this afternoon's fourth race. Dandy Showtime, the winner. Dr. Grenfell, fifth. Dapper Fella, third. Adore Him, second. Island Attitude was eighth. Bravado Sealster, fourth. Full Credit, sixth. Words Escape Me, seventh. From the top, 153, 28467. Quarter, 27 seconds. Half, 56 and 4. Three quarters, 126 and 2. The mile, 157 and 2. Up next is the fifth race, race 5. It's the Bill Fitzsimmons Memorial Pace. We have a scratch of 5, Risk of Thunderstorm. Scratch of 6, Ezra Express. And scratch also the 9 Credit Kauai. So 5, 6, and 9 out of this upcoming fifth. Just a field of 6 remaining.
Since 1953, moviegoers have enjoyed seeing the stars under the stars at the Hanover Drive-In. With fewer than 20 drive-in theaters left in Ontario, come experience the nostalgia that has entertained generations. Blockbuster new releases, family features, double features, triple bills, dusk till dawns, concerts, and special events. The Hanover Drive-In. For upcoming features and details, see our website, movielinks.ca.
Race 5 on parade number 1, Black Creek Rosebud. Owned by Chris Haskell, Tanner Glanville, Ken Calhoun, and Ben Rathwell. Chris Haskell, trainer, driver, Daryl Thiessen. Number 2, Watch Your Fly. Owned by All Star Farms, trainer Janice McEachern, driver Jay Harris. Penny's Noir, the 3, owned by Valerie Phillips and John Kennedy. John Kennedy, trainer, driver Louis Gregg. Diamonds Or Twine, the 4, owned and trained by Gary McDonald. It's Paul McKenzie. 5, Risk of Thunderstorm Scratched, and 6, Ezra Express Scratch. 7, Seal the Dark, owned by Colonel Schneider, Cassidy Schneider training, driver Travis Henry. And to complete the field, number 8, JM Outspoken. Owned by Alex Nikolchuk, trainer Don DeVry, driver Jeff Hunt. Down to a field of 6 for upcoming race 5 in just a few minutes. Just 2 minutes to post time. Gate is rolling. Race 5, 1 Black Creek Rosebud, Daryl Thiessen. Then Watch Her Fly, Jay Harris, Pennies Noir, Louis Gregg. Diamonds Are Twine, Paul McKenzie. 5 and 6 are out, 7 outside, Seal the Dark, Travis Henry and trailer, J.M. Outspoken and Jeff Hunt. Field of 6, race 5, Filly and Mare, 8 claimers. It is post time. Race 6, 5 into the stretch. Here they come. They're up and pacing. Diamonds Are Twine's going to try to hustle to the front. Pennies Noir in between them and on the rail. Black Creek Rosebud now drives on to that first turn. Outside, Diamonds Are Twine. Black Creek Rosebud away second. Pennies Noir will tuck in from third. Looking at it early fourth, that's J.M. Outspoken. Off the turn from fifth, Watch Her Fly, then sixth, Seal the Dark. Settled up single file, and Daryl Thiessen, Black Creek Rosebud will march them by the opening quarter in 28 and 4/5. Diamonds Are Twine found that pocket second. Pennies Noir looks at it from third. J.M. Outspoken continues fourth, then Watch Her Fly and Seal the Dark. Off the turn over towards the half, Black Creek Rosebud wants to get a break up front. Pocket sitter, Diamonds Are Twine. First stop, J.M. Outspoken on the outside from third. Second over trip, Watch Her Fly towed up well from fourth. Half in a minute and 4/5 on the turn. Black Creek Rosebud. The mare is tough when she's on front. She is there today. Diamonds Are Twine looks at it from second. J.M. Outspoken is third. Pennies Noir continues in fourth. Watch Her Fly fours 3 wide from fifth. Then Seal the Dark may race towards 3/4. Black Creek Rosebud letting it out a notch now. Opens up a couple lengths. Diamonds Are Twine trying to stay there second. 3/4, 1:30 and 2. Black Creek Rosebud onto the bottom turn. Diamonds Are Twine has had a golden trip. Likewise for Pennies Noir. J.M. Outspoken fourth. Seal the Dark fifth, and they turn down the lane. It's Black Creek Rosebud, Diamonds Are Twine, Pennies Noir on the outside, but Black Creek Rosebud will cruise by 2. Black Creek Rosebud, the best mile time, 2 minutes, 2/5. Race 5, 1 Black Creek Rosebud, the winner. 3 Pennies Noir, second. 4 Diamonds Are Twine, third. 7 Seal the Dark, fourth. 1-3-4-7 the mile, 2 minutes, 2/5. Now returning back in front of the grandstand, your race 5 winner 1, Black Creek Rosebud. A 9-year-old daughter of Sir Luck from Greystone Fantasy. Owned by Chris Haskell, Tanner Glanville, Ken Calhoun, and Ben Rathwell. Chris Haskell, the winning trainer. Daryl Thiessen, his second winning drive in the afternoon. Black Creek Rosebud, the mare's 44th lifetime victory in her third this year. The mile, 2 minutes, 2/5. And family members, Bill Fitzsimmons and this Bill Fitzsimmons Memorial Pace in the winner's circle to make the presentation. Bill, a long-time great friend of Hanover Raceways, from racing and training and driving. I remember fondly Sure Will Ego and many other horses Bill raced all through the smaller tracks. He loved watching the races. He was a great fan. He was in attendance every Saturday, as long as he could be, and we appreciate the opportunity to honor Bill Fitzsimmons with that memorial race in race 5. There's the mutuals. Black Creek Rosebud, 370, 240, 210. 3 Pennies Noir, 440, 240. Third 4 Diamonds Are Twine, 230. $2 Exactor, 1120. $1 Triactor, 1785. $1 Super, $72.25. And $1 Pick 5, 5 out of 5 for a $1 Pick 5, $528.95. There's the rundown. Race 5, Black Creek Rosebud, your race winner. Watch Her Fly, 5th. Pennies Noir, 2nd. Diamonds Are Twine, 3rd. Risk of Thunderstorm, Ezra Express Scratched, Seal the Dark, 4th. JM Outspoken, 6th. Quarter, 28 and 4. Half in a minute, 4. 3/4, 1:30 and 2. The mile, 2 minutes, 2/5. Up next is this afternoon's 6th race. Race 6, scratch of 2, Teddy Hanover. On 3, Old Buck, make the driver Daryl Thiessen. Scratch 5, Kincaid Sealster. Scratch the 8, Sports Hunter. 3 minutes, post time, race 6. With the call to the post, race 6 Pacers on parade. Number 1, Olaf Dulac. Owned by Triple S Equine, trainer Jake Roberts, driver Jason Ryan. 2 has been scratched. Number 3 is Old Buck. Owned by Greg Mason, trainer James Stewart, driver Daryl Thiessen. Wizard of Bods, the 4, owner trainer Kevin Bods, driver Jay Harris. 5 is scratched. Number 6, Dark Side of Wicked. Owned and trained by Gary McDonald, it's Paul McKenzie. And to complete the field, 7, Where To, Buddy Boy. Owner trainer Janice McEachern, driver Travis Henry. And the 8 is out. Race 6, field of 5, remaining 3 minutes. Two minutes. Scoring is complete, and the gate is rolling for race 6 here at Hanover this afternoon. Number 1, Olaf Dulac, Jason Ryan. 2 is out. 3 is Old Buck, Daryl Thiessen. Number 4, Wizard of Boz, Jay Harris. 5 scratched. 6 Dark Side of Wicked, Paul McKenzie. And outside 7, Where To Buddy Boy, Travis Henry. 8 Sports Hunter is out. Field of 5, race 6, Boy 8,000 claimers, and they'll go the mile for a purse of $4,000. Race 6 into the stretch, and here they come. They're up and pacing. Olaf Dulac and Old Buck leaving out. Where To Buddy Boy from the outside to the top 3 into the first turn. Daryl Thiessen and Old Buck will hustle to the front. Olaf Dulac yields, looks at it for early from second. Where To Buddy Boy found his seat third. Then fourth, Wizard of Boz. And Dark Side of Wicked is single file in fifth. And they move by the opening quarter. Thiessen is set up shop on the front with 12-year-old 40-time winner Old Buck. And he gets him over to the opening quarter in 29 and 1. Old Buck up front. Olaf Dulac looks at it from second. Continuing in third is Where To Buddy Boy. Off the turn fourth, Wizard of Boz and Dark Side of Wicked. Over to the half, Old Buck, Thiessen up front. He's in command of the fractions. No action from the backfield. Olaf Dulac enjoys the pocket. On his pace, 1 minute and 1/5 for Old Buck. Olaf Dulac second. Continuing along in third, Where To Buddy Boy. Then Wizard of Boz and Dark Side of Wicked. They straighten out into the backstretch towards 3/4. Old Buck and Olaf Dulac has vacated the pocket before 3/4. Where To Buddy Boy is now third by 3/4. And Old Buck and Olaf Dulac are going to hook up there. 29 and 3, far turn. It's Old Buck on the inside. Olaf Dulac the outside. Where To Buddy Boy swings up 3 wide. From fourth, Wizard of Boz, Dark Side of Wicked. They turn down the lane. Olaf Dulac, Old Buck battling back outside. Where To Buddy Boy, Olaf Dulac. Jason Ryan gets the job done. Looked like Old Buck held second, mile 159 and 2. Race 6, 1 Olaf Dulac, the winner. 3 Old Buck second. 7 Where To Buddy Boy third. 4 Wizard of Boz fourth. 1:374 the mile, 159 and 2. Back in front of the grandstand, race 6 winner 1 Olaf Dulac, a 4-year-old gelded son of a sports writer from the Western Ideal mare, Norvana Hanover. Owned by Triple S Equine of Newton, trainer Jake Roberts. Jason Ryan engineers the winning drive. Olaf Dulac's first win in 10 outings this year, the mile, 159 and 2. There's the mutuals. Olaf Dulac, 770, 230, 210. 3 Old Buck, 210, 210. 7 Where 2 Buddy Boy, $4. $2 Exactor, $11.10. $1 Triactor, $34.30. $1 Superfecta, $67.05. And $1 Pick 3, 3 out of 3, $22.65.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I've done the birthday draw. Congratulations to Todd Brown. If he could please go to the program booth and claim his prize. Also, the second Formosa winner today is Tony Brooks. If you can please go to the program booth and claim your prize. Again, I wanted to let everybody know that Saugeen Hospice is here. They are doing a draw. The tickets are $10 each. They're doing 2 draws for garden sheds. The draw will be picked on July 7th. Thank you.
There's the rundown. Race 6 at Hanover. 1 Olaf Dulac the winner. Teddy Hanover scratched. Old Buck second. Wizard of Bod's fourth. Kincaid Sealster scratched. Dark Side of Wicked fifth. Where 2 Buddy Boy third. 8 Sports Hunter scratched. Quarter 29 and 1. Half in a minute and 1. 3/4 1:29 and 3. The mile 1:59 and 2. Up next is the 7th race. Race 7 this afternoon. Field of Trotters. We have a scratch of number 1, Deal and Double. Deal and Double is out of the upcoming 7th race. Field of 6 Trotters, and they will go postward in about 4 minutes' time.
Me? I'm the envy of all clubs. The club other clubs want to be. The club that lets you earn and redeem at any of our 14 casinos across Ontario. That rewards you with tastier nights, more relaxing weekends, sunnier vacations, and more winning moments. The club that lets you go bigger and live better. Reward life with My Club Rewards, only at Gateway Casinos.
With the call to the post, race 7 trotters onto the track. 1 is scratch. Number 2, Sand Dune. On by Morley Bosworth and John Holding. John Holding trains. Driver, Daryl Thiessen. Steel Reserve 3, owner, trainer, driver, Paul McKenzie. Four, Scoden, owned by James Hasty and Ruth Moore. Ruth Moore, trainer, Louis Gregg to drive. 5, Mimo, owner, trainer, Al Bredner, driver, Ryan Holiday. 6, Goaltender, owned by Colonel Schneider, Cassidy Schneider Training, Travis Henry aboard. And to complete the field, 7, Lily's Lass, owned by Pat Hunt and Goldfinger Stables. Pat Hunt, trainer, Jeff Hunt, driver. Field of 6 trotters. Just a few minutes now to post time. Two minutes. Race 7, 2 minutes. Starters called. Field of Trotters for race 7. One deal and double scratch. Number 2, Sand Dune, Daryl Thiessen. Then Steel Reserve, Paul McKenzie, Scoden, Louis Gregg. Memo, Ryan Holiday, Goaltender, Travis Henry. And outside Lily's Lass, Jeff Hunt. Field of 6 Trotters. Non-winners of $2,000 last 3. They go for a purse of $4,200, and it is post time, race 7. Gate swings into the stretch, and here they come. They're up, all trotting. Steel Reserve leaving out. Center of the racetrack is Memo. In between trotters, that is Scoden from 3rd to the first turn. Lily's Lass outside 4th. Sand Dune 5th. And 6th is Goaltender. But Paul McKenzie and veteran Steel Reserve will front this field to the opening quarter. Memo lands in the pocket 2nd. Scoden looks at it from 3rd. Sand Dune now 4th. Lily's Lass backed up, took a seat from 5th. And Goaltender is there in 6th. Opening quarter, 29 and 2/5. On the turn, Steel Reserve up front. Pocket is Memo. Sand Dunes came first up from 3rd. Staying in 4th off the turn, Scoden. 5th, second over, Lily's Lass. They trot to the half. Steel Reserve up front. Sand Dune brushed up quickly now to take over 2nd. Pocket sitter 3rd. That's Memo, half in 101. Looking at it from 4th, Lily's Lass. Then Scoden and Goaltender. They trump the turn. Steel Reserve. Sand Dune on the outside, pushing the issue. Memo looks at it from 3rd. Then 4th, Lily's Lass. Scoden 5th and Goaltender by 3/4. Thiessen and Sand Dune take over at that call in 1:30 flat. Sand Dune onto the far turn has opened up a couple lengths. Lily's Lass now to take over 2nd. Steel Reserve from 3rd, then 4th. That is Memo. Scoden up the inside 5th, and they turn down the lane. Sand Dune will try to close it out. Lily's Lass coming in the outside. Sand Dune and Lily's Lass. 3 for Thiessen again. Sand Dune. Lily's Lass 2nd. Looked like Steel Reserve held 3rd. 2-0, 1-1. Race 7, 2 Sand Dune. The winner, 2nd, 7 Lily's Lass. 3rd, 3 Steel Reserve. And 5 Memo was 4th. 2-7, 3-5 mile, 2-0, 1-1. Back in front of the grandstand, race 7 winner, 2 Sand Dune, a 4-year-old daughter of Looks Like It Chippendale. Owned by Morley Bosworth and John Holding. John Holding, the winning trainer. Daryl Thiessen, third winning drive in the afternoon. Sand Dune, first win, 17 tries this year. Trots the mile, 2:01 and 1/5. Second winning train for John Holding and third drive for Daryl Thiessen in the 7th. Mutuals, Sand Dune, 630, 290, 250. 7 Lily's Last, 250, 210. 3 Steel Reserve, $3. $2 Exactor, $13.80. $1 Try, $12.15. $1 Super, $47.35. Rundown from the 7th race. Dealing double scratch, Sand Dune the winner. Steel Reserve 3rd, Scoden 5th. Memo 4th, Goaltender 6th, Lily's Last 2nd. Quarter 29 and 2. Half in 1:01. 3/4 in 1:30. And the mile 2:01 and 1/5. Up next is this afternoon's 8th race, race 8, start of the pick 3. No changes in your upcoming 8th race, just 5 minutes to post time.
This place doesn't require an airplane to get to. This place also doesn't tell your secrets. This place breathes excitement. Why just visit when you could live it? This place is Hanover, Ontario, Canada.
Pacers and the drivers for this afternoon's 8th race making their way onto the track. Field of 8. No changes as programmed. There's a look at 1. Kevin and Dan Fraudsters, owned by Tanya Lawson. Trainer Pat Bissett. Driver Daryl Thiessen. 2 is JS Bet This Lady, owned by Carol Gebert. Roger Gebert. Trainer. Driver Louis Gregg. Big Sur, the 3, owned by Rick Ryer. Trainer Boyd Wilson. Driver Travis Henry. Up Joey's Credit, the 4 is owned by Jake Roberts, James Woods, and Taylor Fritz. Jake Roberts, trainer, driver Jason Ryan. Number 5, Don't Poke the Bear, owned by Ken Middleton, James Grant, Dave Walls, and Kendall Middleton. Ken Middleton trains, driver is Jay Harris. PH Gym, the 6, owned by Ed Gork, trainer Vern Cochran, driver Paul McKenzie. Seven, Here's the Thing, owned by Jane Walker and Tom Smith. Jane Walker, trainer. Tom Smith will drive. And to complete the field, making his way onto the track, there's the number 8. He's a handyman, owned by Mark Horner. Mike Horner trains and will drive. Field of 8 for race 8 in just a few minutes. 2 minutes. Less than 1 minute. And scoring is complete and gate is rolling. Race 8 here at Hanover. 1, Kevin and Dan Fraudster, Daryl Thiessen. 2, JS Bet This Lady, Louis Gregg, then Big Sir, Travis Henry. Up Joey's Credit, Jason Ryan at 9 to 5. 5, Don't Poke the Bear, Jay Harris. PH Jim, Paul McKenzie. Outside, Here's the Thing, Tom Smith. Trailer, He's a Handyman, for Mike Horner. Field of 8, race 8. Non-winners of 3,000 last 3. They go a mile for a purse of $5,000. It's post time. Eighth race into the stretch, and here they come. They're up and pacing, leaving out Kevin and Dan Fraudsters, Big Sir, and from the outside, PH Jim. Into that top 3 around the first turn. Big Sir, Travis Henry easily makes front. PH Jim will land into the 2-hole second. Kevin and Dan Fraudsters early in third. JS Bet This Lady looks at it from 4th. Then 5th, that's Up Joey's Credit. He's a Handyman, settled in from 6th. Don't Poke the Bear. And Here's the Thing. Opening quarter was paced in 28 and 1/5. Far turn, Travis Henry. Big Sir is up front. PH Jim, your pocket sitter. First up, rushing in the outside, that is Up Joey's Credit from 3rd. Kevin and Dan Fraudsters looks at it 4th. JS Bet This Lady continues 5th. He's a Handyman, watches from 6th. And then we're back to Don't Poke the Bear. And Here's the Thing. They move past the half in 57 and 4. Big Sir up front. Your pocket sitter as they race that turn, PH Jim. Up Joey's Credit first up, 3rd. Kevin and Dan Fraudsters 4th. JS Bet This Lady from 5th. He's a Handyman gets underway from 6th. Then we're back to Don't Poke the Bear. And Here's the Thing, they race by 3/4 in a sharp 1:26 and 1. Big Sir in the far turn is led at every call. PH Jim continues from 2nd. Don't Poke the Bear backs away 3rd. Outside 3 wide, Kevin and Dan Fraudsters, but Big Sir will open up 3 lengths as he leads them down the lane for Henry. PH Jim, one last rush out of the pocket is coming. Big Sir, Travis Henry the best, PH Jim 2nd, Up Joey's Credit 3rd, mile time 1:55 and 4. Unofficially, race 8, 3, Big Sir, the winner. Second, 6, PH Jim. Third, 4, Up Joey's Credit. 8, He's a Handyman. Fourth, 3, 6, 4, 8, the mile. 155 and 4. Back in front of us, race 8 winner, 3, Big Sir, a 8-year-old gelded son of Big Jim out of the Pro Bono Best Mare All-American Celeb. Owned by Rick Ryer of Hanover, Boyd Wilson, the winning trainer. Travis Henry engineers the winning drive. Big Sir is 26th lifetime victory, pacing the mile, 155 and 4. There's the Mutual's 8th race. Big Sir, 480, 230, 220. 6 PH Jim, 840, 310. 4 Up Joey's Credit, 310 to show. $2 Exactor, $95.40. $1 Triactor, $80.50. And a 20-cent Superfecta, $124.11. There's your race 8 order of finish. Kevin and Dan Fraudsters 5th. JS Bet This Lady 6th. Big Sir, the race winner. Up Joey's Credit 3rd. Don't Poke the Bear was 8th. PH Jim 2nd. Here's the Thing 7th. He's a Handyman 4th. Quarter 28 and 1. Half 57 and 4. 3/4 126 and 1. And the mile 155 and 4. Race 9, Trotters up next, 9th race. Driver change on the 6. Kilmartin Dreamer, make it Jay Harris. Scratch the 7, J. Richard Nice. Down to a field of 6. The 9th race trot, 8 minutes to post time. And a reminder to everyone, the Woodbine Mohawk Park stake races canceled from last night are going at 4 o'clock today, so that'll be the Armbo Flight elimination for mares. And I believe the Good Times as well was on. So there'll be 2 Armbo Flight and 2 Good Times elimination races going at Mohawk, and they will start at 4 p.m. 4 o'clock, so about 10 minutes.
Since 1953, moviegoers have enjoyed seeing the stars under the stars at the Hanover Drive-In. With fewer than 20 drive-in theaters left in Ontario, come experience the nostalgia that has entertained generations. Blockbuster new releases, family features, double features, triple bills, dusk till dawns, concerts, and special events. The Hanover Drive-In. For upcoming features and details, see our website, movielinks.ca.
Here's the field for the 9th race. Trot 1, Peter Crown, owned by Steve Watson. Steve Watson trains. Driver Daryl Thiessen. 2, Downstairs Party, owned by Colonel Schneider. Cassidy Schneider training. Colonel Schneider will do the driving. Stonebridge Zeus, the 3, owned by Brian Lawrence and Smirk Incorporated. Brian Lawrence trains. Travis Henry to drive. 4, Shad Holiday, owned by Carolyn Holiday. Dr. Paul Rutherford. Dave Holiday trains. Ryan Holiday driving. 5 is T. Woodley, owned by Triple S Equine. Trainer Jake Roberts. Driver Jason Ryan. 6, Kilmartin Dreamer, owned by Tanya Lawson. Trainer Pat Bissett. The driver will now be Jay Harris. And 7, J. Richard Nice has been scratched. Field of 6, race 9, just a few minutes to post time. 2 minutes. Race 9, 2 minutes. And the gate is rolling for the 9th race. Field of Trotters, 1 Peter Crown, Daryl Thiessen. 2 Downstairs Party, Colonel Schneider, then Stonebridge Zeus, Travis Henry. Showed Holiday, Ryan Holiday. T. Woodley, Jason Ryan. Kilmartin Dreamer. To complete the field for Jay Harris, 7 is scratched. Field of 6, race 9, Trotters. Winners of 3,000 last 3, going for a purse of $5,000, and it's post time for the 9th. Race 9 into the stretch, and here they come. They're up and trotting. Peter Crown and Sean Holiday leaving out into that first turn. Downstairs Party will get away from 3rd. Then away 4th, that's Stonebridge Zeus. From 5th at the rail, T. Woodley and Kilmartin Dreamer on the outside to the opening quarter. And making front, Ryan Holiday, Sean Holiday. Peter Crown let him go, and the give and go comes back around him. And now Thiessen and Peter Crown will lead them by the opening quarter. Sean Holiday from 2nd. Taking over 3rd, that is Kilmartin Dreamer, the opening quarter in 29-3. Downstairs Party looks at it 4th. Stonebridge Zeus 5th. And 6th, that's T. Woodley. They trot off the turn, make their way over towards the half. Daryl Thiessen, Peter Crown up front. Shad Holiday in the pocket 2nd. Long afternoon for Kilmartin Dreamer 3rd. Downstairs Party 4th. The closer, Stonebridge Zeus, is underway early. Half in a minute, and he went 3 wide quickly, but he's back down into the first up path on the turn. Peter Crown. Stonebridge Zeus looking sharp. 3rd, now 2nd, going on after the leader, and they'll hook up down the backstretch towards 3 quarters. The match eatery backstretch has Stonebridge Zeus taking over the lead. Peter Crown battling back 2nd. Shad Holiday to the outside 3rd. 3 quarters, 129-4. Downstairs Party is 4th. T. Woodley is 5th. And Kilmartin Dreamer to the top of the stretch. It's Stonebridge Zeus. Sean Holiday from 2nd. Downstairs Party is coming on 3rd, deep in the stretch. Stonebridge Zeus, Sean Holiday. Stonebridge Zeus back to back for Travis Henry. Sean Holiday 2nd, up for 3rd. T. Woodley, mile 2 minutes, 3/5. Race 9, 3 Stonebridge Zeus, the winner. 4 Shot Holiday, second. 5T Woodley, third. And 2 Downstairs Party, fourth. 3, 4, 5, 2 the mile, 2 minutes, 3/5. Making his third trip to the winner's circle this afternoon, Travis Henry with 3 Stonebridge Zeus. The 6-year-old gelded son of Resolve from the Donata Hanover mare, Stonebridge Epic. Owned by Brian Lawrence and Smirk Incorporated. Brian Lawrence, the winning trainer. That's the second win in 15 this year. Stonebridge Zeus, the mile time, 2 minutes, 3/5. Travis Henry in the 9th. Ninth race, 3 Stonebridge Zeus, 210, 210, 210. 4 Showed Holiday, 11.30, $5. 5T Woodley, 2.40. $2 exactor, 22.20. $1 try, $47.05. And a $1 super, $50.65. Here's your rundown of the ninth. Peter Crown, fifth. Downstairs Party, fourth. Stonebridge Zeus, the winner. Shot Holiday, second. T. Woodley, third. Kilmartin Dreamer, sixth. J. Richard Nice, scratched. Quarter, 29 and 3. Half in a minute. 3/4, 1:29 and 4. The mile, 2 minutes and 3/5. Up next is this afternoon's 10th race, 10th and final. No changes as programmed in the Tender Pizza pace. Post time just 5 minutes. With the call of the post. 10th and final. Pacers making their way onto the track. Number 1, State of Treasure. Owned by Colonel Schneider. Cassidy Schneider training. Colonel Schneider does the driving. Two is Crazely. Owned by Rick Wade and Linda Grummett. Rick Wade the trainer. Driver Louis Gregg. Three, Win with the Whisper, owned by Rick Ryer. Trainers Jack Powell, driver Jason Ryan. Music to My Gears, the 4, owned by Ken Middleton. Keith Middleton, Jeff Seibel, and James Grant. Ken Middleton trains, the driver Daryl Thiessen. 5, Tour Egg Sealster, owned and trained by Sean Hyatt, driver Travis Henry. 6, Raising Sand, owned by Steve Adams, trainer Jake Roberts, driver Jay Harris. 7 is Hogwash, owned by Rebecca Williamson, trainer Brett Lester, driver Jeff Hunt. And to complete the field, number 8, Senior Advisor, owned by John McQueen, Stu McQueen, Courtney Bishop, trainer, driver Paul McKenzie. Field of 8, race 10, the Tender Pizza pace, just a few minutes to post time. Two minutes. It is rolling for the 10th and final here at Hanover this afternoon. 1 State of Treasure, Colonel Schneider. 2 Crazily, Louis Gregg. Then Win with a Whisper, Jason Ryan. Music to My Gears, Daryl Thiessen. 2 Egg Sealster, Travis Henry. Raising Sand, Jay Harris. Outside Hogwash, Jeff Hunt. And Trailer Senior Advisor, Paul McKenzie. Field of 8, 8,000 claimers, 10th race, Tender, Pizza Pacer into the stretch, and here they come. They're up and pacing. Music to My Gears fires out. Win with a Whisper and State of Treasure down along the rail. 2 Egg Sealster drives on to that first turn, but Daryl Thiessen hustles veteran Music to My Gears to the front. Landing into the 2-hole, 2 Egg Sealster. Win with a Whisper settled in from third, a gap of 2 lengths. Fourth is State of Treasure. Racing fifth, that's Raising Sand. Then Crazily is sixth. Senior Advisor 7th. Hogwash is in 8th. By the opening quarter in a quick 28-2. And up front on the turn, Music to My Gears. Win with a Whisper vacated to 3-hole and is first up on the outside from second. 2 Egg Sealster looks at it third. State of Treasure from 4th. Outside moving up 5th. That is Raising Sand. From 6th, Senior Advisor. Then 7th, Crazily. And the trailer is Hogwash. They're by the half in a quick 58-2. 13-year-old Music to My Gears up front. Win with a Whisper. Tough first up trip there in second. Pocket Sitter. 2 Egg Sealster from third. Raising Sand continues in 4th. State of Treasure is 5th. Senior Advisor 6th. Then Crazily and Hogwash. They race by 3/4. Music to My Gears. Now 3 wide comes Raising Sand. 1:28-1. Music to My Gears on that far turn. 2 Egg Sealster battling back second. In between them, Win with a Whisper is still third. Crazily up the inside is 4th. Senior Advisor widest in 5th. They turn down the lane. Music to My Gears. Outside, 2 Egg Sealster coming on. Music to My Gears. Thiessen wins another. 2 Egg Sealster second. Senior Advisor third. Mile time 1:58 flat. Race 10 for Music to My Gears, the winner. Second 5, 2 Egg Sealster. Third 8, Senior Advisor. 2 Crazily, 4th. 4:5.82 the mile, 1:58 flat. And making his 4th visit to the winner's circle this afternoon, there's Daryl Thiessen with 13-year-old Music to My Gears, a son of rock and roll Hanover out of the Grin from Ear to Ear mare, Changing Gears. Owned by Ken and Keith Middleton, Jeff Seibel, and James Grant. Ken Middleton, the winning trainer. Victory 6 in 18. his 27th lifetime. Puts him over 170,000 career dollars. He's been a force this year, 6 wins, 17 starts. Music to my gears. Gets the job done in 158 for Daryl Thiessen in the 10th. There's the mutuals. Music to my gears, 240, 210, 210. 5 tour egg Sealster, 350, 220, and 8 senior advisor, 290. $2 exactor, 950. Dollar try, 1310. Dollar super, 170, 190. 20-cent pick 4, 4 out of 4, $3.82 for a 20-center. Dollar pick 3, 3 out of 3, $6. Dollar pick 4, 4 out of 4, $19.10. And the late double, $2 late double, $2.60. Here's the rundown for the 10th and final. State of Treasure, 5th. Crazily, 4th. Win with a Whisper, 6th. Music to my gears, the race winner. Tour Egg Sealster, 2nd. Raising Sand, 7th. Hogwash was 8th. And Senior Advisor, 3rd. Quarter, 28 and 2. Half, 58 and 2. 3 quarters, 128 and 1. And the mile, 158 flat. Music to my gears. With the completion of the 10th race, that's our card of live harness racing here at Hanover this afternoon. Be sure to stay with us. You can watch and wager on those 4 early stake races from Mohawk. They're on right now, 2nd race. And don't forget, racing action continues here at Hanover every Saturday. 1:30 the afternoon post time. On behalf of the management staff and the horsemen here at Hanover, I'm Rick Ryer. Thanks for joining us this afternoon, and please do drive safely on your way home. Good night.